Aloha everyone. I'm super excited because I'm here sitting with Master Wu. We are in Chinatown, Honolulu, and we're going to talk Feng Shui today and introduce you guys to what Feng Shui is. So this is Michael, Master Wu.
Hi, everybody.
So how long have you been doing Feng Shui and how did you start doing it?
Well, it's about 15 years. Okay, and then in fact, the Feng Shui is talking about the landform,
Okay,
the water floor,
okay,
the wind,
okay,
okay, the environment, in fact.
okay,
Okay, because we are affected by environment. Remember now, if you live in a bad area, that affect your luck because the people around you doesn't look good, so your luck will be affected.
So if you live in like a big condensed city or a congested area, that will affect some of your luck. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it is.
Like a Chinatown or a downtown.
Right. So, whenever you want to pick a nice place to live, you have to look at the area first, location.
Okay. Okay. And so the location is a part of how Feng Shui would work too. So that's where we start with the location.
That's correct.
Awesome.
Okay, so location is always important. And the entrance door, where the door faces, okay, if there's anything block your door, it also affects the resident's luck. So it is important that when you pick a house, you have to check first if there's anything point to your house, such as roofing, telephone pole in front of your door, a big tree in front of your door. You have to check that before you're making decision.
Okay. So the door is is that where we start if we're talking about Feng Shui, when we're setting up, if we decide to get some Feng Shui items for our home, do we start at the door?
In fact, the door important, and also your bedroom.
Bedroom.
Your surrounding.
Okay.
Okay, your surrounding so important in Feng Shui practice.
Okay. So every year I know I've been practicing Feng Shui for a very long time. Michael helped me out when I first came into his shop, and I was like, okay, what do I need for more money? We're all, of course, my questions were like money, money, money. I would like to increase my money luck, or I was focused on that when I first approached him, but also health. So each year does the Feng Shui change?
Yes, in fact. Now the Feng Shui, they have so many different theories.
Okay.
Okay, and what I just mentioned is it's called configuration Feng Shui.
Okay.
Talk about your door,
Okay.
your bedroom, your kitchen. But in fact, the Feng Shui also talk about energy based on the time, based on, the year of the house built. It's similar like a human's destiny. Okay, we were born in 1950, we were born in 1980. Our destiny already set. Same as the house. When the house is built in a certain year, it comes energy already resides in each sector of your home.
Okay.
And now, let's say 2020, okay, there's another new energy come to everybody's house. And then we try to find it out what energy resides in each sector of your house.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so now later on, I'm going to introduce everybody about the energy flow of 2020, year of the metal rat.
Yeah. So this year for me was a little rough, and I know I'm a ram, and some people had good years, some people have bad years. So how does the year affect the individuals maybe with us who were born in a certain sign?
Okay, so let's say 2019, the boy year, and based on the theory of flying star,
Okay.
okay, the flying star number 5,
Okay.
which bring misfortune, bad luck, misshape to the ram person.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you could be affected.
Uh-huh.
So you feel kind of unstable this year,
Uh-huh.
obstacle this year, but it's fine. There's always a cure we can use. So later on, I will introduce everybody about the cures and the energy of each sector for 2020.
Wow. Okay. Is there anything else about Feng Shui that we should let people know that maybe some misconceptions that people have about it?
Okay, the misconception is very easy. A lot of people, they try to feng shui their place in a new year. Okay, but no, it's okay. You know, you can feng shui your home anytime. Just like I say, anytime you feng shui your home, there's already energy there. Okay. So once we feng shui your house, we know the energy. We let you know, and then we can adjust your bed, adjust your furniture, and also put some cures into certain sector that will change you a lot. Okay, and so far, one of my study based on configuration feng shui, there's a one called money corner, and it worked well. And also, I believe Mr. Keoki pretty happy about the money corner, and of course, same as me. Yeah. I feel good.
Yeah. Okay. So, can people buy or purchase your book, or can they? We sell it on our website, but there's a book. But is there? I think some people try to Google. Is that something you would suggest?
Well, it is always good to ask for professional suggestion. Okay, because when you ask them, they know what your question is. But when you Google and try to find the feng shui item, nobody know what you really need. Yeah. So it's better to go to the professional master, yeah, such as Mr. Keoki and me, Michael. Yeah. So, and we try to help you.
So I knew when I was starting off, I tried to Google, and it was just, the information was just not correct to my home, and I could never get information that was correct. And I'm not saying that the internet is not a bad place to start. I just think if you're starting off, first start with literature. You can read from a reputable author. Michael publishes a book every year that is actually, I use it to create new candles every year, so I know what the energies of that year that we're dealing with. So every year I do a new beginnings candle, and so I go to his book. As soon as it comes out, I run over here, I get it, I read it, and I see what energies I need to put in my candles to combat some of the negativity of the year, or to bring in more money or love or whatever we're lacking in general. And so I have to read each sign and kind of formulate stuff. But I know I had some horror stories Googling in the beginning. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but it's just, it's not tailored information. And, it's by people who maybe aren't feng shui masters writing these articles, who are just maybe read a book or two and decided to write a blog post about feng shui. So we'll link some stuff here on this video of really good resources to check out if you are in need, or to ask any questions about feng shui. I'll give you guys some reputable sources, some good books to look into. There's some books that are feng shui books that are all year round, and then yearly books so that you know about the different flying stars.
That's right.
For your year. So anything else you want to add before we clock and we go on to our next part of our video?
Well, I would suggest, to everybody, because there's a study called astrology reading based on your birthday. Yeah. Okay, so it is good for the newborn, the baby. Try to write down their birth of hour of birth. Okay, it will help us to have accurate, even better. Mm-hmm. So we can give you more correct, accurate assistance or help.
Okay. So we need, if they wanted to get like a feng shui reading, we would need date of birth, place of birth, right? I remember when you did mine.
Okay. Yeah.
What else did we need? Address,
layout,
yeah,
and year of the house built, plus your date of birth and hour of birth.
Wonderful, yep. Wonderful. All right, well, thank you. And we're going to do a
welcome.
part 2, so stay tuned. I might release part 2 a few weeks later, so just keep checking out for our part 2, which will come up, and we're going to go a little bit more in depth and talk about some of the 12 signs, and maybe a cure that you can just take with you. If you're starting out, you can just use a keychain to start with and see how that affects you before you go and invest in feng shui for your whole home. You start there, and that's kind of where I started. And on a different video, I will tell you guys about my feng shui experience and how I started and how I became a true believer from seeing some stuff that happened in my personal home. So thank you guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Well, thank you and see you next video.
Bye.
Bye.